Well, hello everybody, and welcome back. I don't know if it's just age or there's an actual strategy that uh, that I'm implementing recently. By recently, I mean I've been doing that for the past 2 or 3 years, but it is intensified in the past year and a half, maybe. Right? That I don't work for more than 2.5 hours in any straight line anymore. Back in the days, I used to go full on 16 hours with just meal breaks, right? But recently, there's just 2 hours because I think uh, the reason that I do this, like the reason that I tell myself that I do this, is that I don't like working when I'm not at 100% capacity. So when I start working, I'm at 100% intelligence and stamina capacity, and it declined to about 80% when I reach the 2 hour mark. So I lose about 10% of my stamina and intelligence every hour, right? So by the time I finish with 2 hours, I can still push, but I notice that my stamina is not there, right? And that usually causes me to lower the quality of the code that I'm writing or the structures that I have. And that low quality accumulates to the point that by the end of the project, when I want to come back and make a big change, I've messed up in so many little places that now it takes a long time to add or remove a feature because I took the shortcuts uh, every last 1 hour of all of my work sessions, right? And that's the story that I tell myself. And something that have happened in me at the same time is that the quality of my code have increased tremendously the more I've acquired this strategy. But maybe it's just that I'm getting older and my stamina is getting lower. And the reason that my code quality is going higher is that I've gathered a lot more experience, right? Maybe it's that, but I don't. But I'm leaning toward the fact that it's the former, and yeah, it's a little bit smarter this way. I think so. That's why I take a break every 2 hours. I see other people stream for 5, 6 hours, and they do good. They do a great job. Uh, but I don't know. Maybe those people take a day off every week. I don't know. Maybe because I don't. Right? For the past 10 years, there hasn't been a day that I've like taken a day off. Um, Not one day. And so, unless if I've been sick in hospital, had to travel, I was in the airport, uh, and like couldn't work. It's just, if you like amid those days, um, I haven't never ever ever for the past 10 years taken a day off, and so maybe one consequence of that is that if you want to work like that without taking one day off, then you have to structure every day perfectly. All of this, I'm trying to basically convince myself why is it okay to take a tiny bit of a break between sessions to eat and let your mind freshen, because I expect myself to work non-stop, 16 hours a day, all day long. But yeah, so I've organized the tasks that we have in front of us for the next 2 hours. Let's get to work. Let me know if the audio is too loud or too quiet. Level slider. It's gotta be distance based. Let's just not even try to question it. Togetherness is all I'm after. Just call my name and I'll be there. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum. The first compile after a while takes a long time because the RAM has flushed everything. Back to storage. Okay. Runner level slider. That simply takes the base position of the player at the start of each level. It takes the base position of the player. It takes the position of the level finish collider, so it knows the beginning and the ending. Then it takes the current distance of the player to the ending and normalize it, maps it to the original distance, and it gives us a 0:1 ratio. That's not anything complicated. On transition to level complete or on level spawn. On transition to level complete. And player level start position, right? And there's a specific name for it. I want to use the exact same name in the hierarchy. Level finish collider, something like that. Level finish object. Level finish object. That's a weird name. Let's also make this POS. Because I just don't want to call it every frame. Maybe I want to call it every 2 frame, right? At least we'll have the peace of mind that, oh, we are optimizing, right? And like it has no effect actually. The doggone girl is mine. Ba-bam. The doggone girl is mine. Is this going to be an actual slider? Yeah, it's going to be a slider. Well, hold on, let's check. Let's not waste energy. Wait. So, if that's... Hi, bro. Hey, man. Hello there. I think I saw your chat very late. I'm sorry. So base distance would be simply vector 3 distance player start and finish, and current player to level and distance, and that would be again vector 3 distance player runner instance position level finish object. Let's be dynamic, why not, right? So therefore we don't need this. Just need to save player's base position. Or is, I'm sure like level has like, see this, runner player said, doesn't this have a singleton? It does. Everything is singleton in my games. Like, why did I even question it? Ta-ta. You and for me and the entire human race. Therefore, great, you don't need to save anything. Let's just save base distance just for optimization reasons, right? And so, I'm bad at math, so let's say the distance is it's 1,000, and we are 500. That would be 500 divided by 1,000, right? Yep. So float alpha will be, yep, and simply slider value alpha bottom people giant. Done. Let's just create the, what do you call it, the actual slider, and attach the script, and it should work. We should also expose that, because I want to use the same number for loading meta. The best slider is in the other game. I don't know exactly where all of the sprites are. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Hello, hi there, hi there. Hello, everybody. Reply. Here, reply. customer is always right, right? Da, 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 da. So this thing. The better place. Oh, you have for me is here. It's our human race. You know what I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking of there's no one here, it's just you and me. That sounds nasty, man. That's a little naughty. Better place. Just remember, if you want to be nasty, if you want to be naughty, I'm the developer behind Flirtmaster 3D, so. What I want to do is to create this, open it up, put it in here, see if it works. Works like a charm. We can go back here and delete this game object that we just created. Probably have an error here, but then if we on here don't save, it still works. We can close this project, close this guy, and open this Unity thing. And we'll go back to this game and commit the changes. So we have a base. And done. Maybe it shouldn't be blue, right? Let me have a simulator here instead of punch hole right. We can move this guy a little bit higher up, just a touch, so that we can move this guy up here. We probably need to change the color, because it's just blue and blue and blue and blue and blue. Yellow, maybe? Orange. I'm thinking of orange. That's not bad. Heavens glad you came. Essential custom. Interesting. Okay, so on PC, I'm trying to force this guy higher up. That makes sense. Okay. And so slider. Runner level slider. That's it. Done. So a slider, slider, slider. A slider is a slider. But if a slider doesn't exist, you gotta get component. And then we only work with this slider. I'm gonna make this public because this is the source of truth for our actual alpha. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-dum. Let me disable this text for now. Is this returning a that's a float divided by a float? I kind of don't like the fact that we are actually not giving everything dynamically. We are relying on events, so I'm probably just gonna not save that. But so if any of these guys are null, you're gonna wait a frame and then continue. Because if you're planning to keep that script running all the time, it makes sense to have those guardrails. Well, yeah, right. I'm bad at math, but like, why is this reversed? Come on, guys. Like, so if it's 1,000, right? So if you're at 100 divided by 1,000, 0.1. 200 divided by 1,000, 0.2. Also, let's just put this here. Just get it in real time. Why is it 1? It should be 0. What? Wait. Okay, hold on a second. So, these are pedestrian bugs, I know, but I'm not a mathematician. Oh, I never thought about that. That's fair. Okay. Solution would be I know if I just deduct this from that and then get the result and divide that by the base, I'll get the answer, but give me a sec. Shh. You're not gonna mention that, okay? Or that'll do the trick. Level text and meta loading, right? On transition to load template, right? And that's it. +1, right? Okay. Should work. Are we actually in level 10? We are. So let's delete this and make sure that we start at level 1. Speed things up a bit. Boom. Gone. 2. If you lose, try again. We are still at 2. If you lose, skip. It says level 2, but we are at level 3 actually. Makes sense. Okay. Now, one more thing. Well, first thing first. This guy needs to be behind every panel, basically, right? And aren't we on? Sure, whatever. Then we have to say transition. On transition to level complete. No, on transition animation. On transition to meta. That's it. So that we support. So that we support the skipping. Tell that is human nature. Okay. Level 3, boom. Level 4, boom. Try again, still level 4, boom. Skip, gone, back, level 5, done. So, let's commit our changes. Next, meta loading. That's easy. Okay. Yup. So orchestrator. Interesting. Okay, so I just have to connect it to here. No worries. Hopefully I don't have anything else, right? Yep. Meta. I meta threshold reached check. Meta load threshold check. Nope. No. Need at least 4 frames and or 3, whatever. And you gotta remember in the routine, coroutine, meta load threshold check coroutine, right? That makes sense. Start it here. And da, 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 da. Should we put it in globals or? Yeah. So if runner slider, what runner level slider dot instant. What do you mean? What do you mean? Public static runner level slider instance. Instance. Slider value. We can also slider value bigger or equal than globals. The const float meta load threshold meta load runner level progress okay, meta load runner level progress threshold. That makes sense. Let's go with 6.5. Oh, that's too late. 6. Let's go with 5. Meta load threshold. Boom. So if it's equal to that, come here and do it. And data stop routine yield break. Is meta actually applied to meta? I used to dream. I used to glance beyond the stars. Not everything is actually inside meta. That's okay. Put these guys in this. And now it's perfect. Let's put that in here also. Let's make that meta. She's out of my life. Prefab. And simply just throw it in here. No, resources. Resources prefabs, right? Here. Meta prefab. Boom. Missing a script from cars, right? She's out of my life. It's so weird that it brings the like the missing script. Oh, it's so unknown, so new to me. Is this a Unity? Is this on purpose that Unity has done that? It doesn't make any sense that it's part of another component. It was like right before, right? And missing a script is a missing a script. It has nothing to do with another component. Okay, real. Oh, god damn it. You have to click in random places to find it. Da, 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 da. I'm sure this is a bug. Done. So now I can just remove it, and if you come here and take these and play, by the time this reaches around here, meta should load. Boom. And transition and everything should work properly. Right? Beautiful. Now I can use these. Come back here, and it's already loaded, so nothing will happen now. Shouldn't double load or anything like that. Correct. Works like a charm. Oh, but we skip. What a bug, right? So if you skip and meta doesn't exist, we're in trouble. Okay, hold on a sec. How are we supposed to fix that? So there's a hard way and there's the easy way. The hard way would be if you want to, if any transition, so if any transition needs to happen, meta transition, level to meta transition, player reach level, and no, none of these. Request transition to level, no. Level to meta transition animation finished. Is it this? We assumed that this is it, right? That's ugly. Wait, I don't want to make anything more complicated than this. We can say, so if meta, wait, if meta doesn't exist, load and spawn meta, wait a frame, call these, right? We can do this. It's not right, because it's a little ugly, because transition also requires meta. So we are taking care of all cases but that. Although that never happens, it's a leak in the algorithm, right? Okay. Wait. I have a strategy that works, okay? But hold on, I just want to make sure I'm not I'm not making a spaghetti here. So the way that we have to think about this is that meta gets loaded and spawned normally as player plays the level, unless we request otherwise. Then that is cancelled. Makes sense. I don't like the fact that, but it's a requirement. Yeah. There's no way around it. Yep. Okay. Got it. Done. All right. Spawn meta and callback, right? Callback is this. On meta spawn. So if is null, then this, then spawn at blah blah blah. If not, immediately call the action. And here, meta threshold reached. Oh, come on. Stop the threshold check threshold check routine if it exists, so that this case covers everything, right? On meta spawned, and come here and say on meta spawned what's a callback, right? First thing you do is deduct yourself from it and call this. Meta spawned callback. Meta spawned callback. I can't actually put it there, right? Can I define this here? I don't want. I have to define it here. So this handles the edge case where we need to transition to meta before the player has reached the regular level threshold, e.g. Game over a skip, right? You gotta load the meta now. Stop the threshold, check, routine, and callback, right? Meta doesn't exist. Meta already exists. Just call back. And see how to comment this. Wait, doesn't make any sense that I'm subscribing and unsubscribing because Meta is only loaded once, right? Yeah, we actually don't need this. That's better. So after this, we can set it to null. Yeah, sure. Just because like Meta is only spawned once, right? It just doesn't even make sense to. Call this. Done and done now. So what am I doing? Hold on a sec. Okay, simply take this guy, go over here, take this guy, and over here. Okay, now we have to change the name of this function because it doesn't make any sense. This is there so that basically, whenever we say I want to do something that I'm gonna need Meta for it somewhere down the line, make sure Meta is spawned. Okay. I need an explicit name for this. Wait. I need a name that explicitly defines what this function does. Ensure Meta spawn. That's perfect. That's perfect. So happy with that. You went for me and the entire human race. Now it's very safe. It's very safe. It's very safe. Good. You have that function whenever we want to jump to Meta. Perfect. Robust. Let's move on. It's gotta test it first, right? So come here, boom, I die, I wanna skip, boom, boom. Perfect. Meta is loaded. And now it doesn't have to, right? So if I come here, if I die, skip, it's already there. And then if I just play the game normally, 1, 2, 3, and meta loaded. You can simply come in here. Perfect. Awesome. Now if I just enable this, none of these things matter because meta already exists in the scene. Beautiful. It just works no matter how you play the game, right? Perfect. Great. Let's before committing the changes, let's remove this. All right. Main menu level ups. Now this is going to be a little tricky because we need a good understanding of a few different aspects of the game. Mainly, how we originally add coins. Guys, this is perfect because the game is so lightweight, it's unbelievable, right? Because I'm gonna jump the player into the game before loading anything. This, where is the, yeah, this thing. I'll put it here and delete it from meta, so that I'm gonna force jump the players into the scene when we are at this stage, right? I just have to make sure that the players can't start playing the game before level is loaded. So I want players to be able to see something, but they have to wait for the level to be spawned. I'll find the right balance. Let me commit the changes. Okay, main menu level ups. Questions. What level ups? How? RV versus price balance. These are the questions that we need to answer before we write the code. So first would be initial start coins, right? And that's going to be a little tricky. But what else? Let me take a look at some references. Because the doggone is not. Mm-hmm. Offline income, huh? Our game doesn't have an offline income right now, so as for now, I am going to avoid that. So it's just gonna be initial start coin. Do we need to? There is a question that we need to answer here, right? Do we need to adjust camera offset as coin count grows? in real time. So that's it. How? This is just simply if have the coin, or if sufficient, no. Yeah, if coins exist. Coin, else RB. That's it. Right? How? Okay. For now, I'm gonna say 25 cents per upgrade, and on upgrade, remove all existing coins and repopulate. That makes sense, right? So that on every repopulation, we can prioritize on what do you call it? Prioritize on having the least number of coins. So we start with $1 coin, then a $1 coin and a 25 cents. But then when the player upgrades, I don't want to add another 25-cent coins. I want to turn the second 25-cent coin into a half-a-cent coin. So a $1 and a half-a-cent. Then the next one would be a $1, a half-a-cent, and a half a dollar and a 25 cents. And the next one will be $1. No, it'll be just $2, right? Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 1. Yep. But that is done automatically right now. So we don't even need to, just using this repopulate function that we have takes care of that. How are we going to save this? Because we have a number, like 5 times, or 6 times, 7 times, the upgrade button has been clicked. How are we going to translate that? We are going to translate that by creating a value amount. Basically, the number of times that it has been clicked times 25 cents will give us a cent amount. And then Coin Manager can take this coin amount, or coin delta, or whatever you want to call it, this, adding value, and it'll turn it into a coin index list and it'll do its thing. All we have to do now is to remove all the coins first, which is basically this, right? Recycle all coin movements and return all meshes, right? You can call this. After this is finished, we can add that value here. Hopefully, this works. Unless, because I wrote this code a long time ago, hold on. So, coin movement comes in here. How does this make sure? So, int coin index reusable. What is I? When we initially have the coin index. Coin index is reusable int list. Reusable int list is add range. Okay, all right, okay, got it. So everything is handled here basically. Whatever magic this thing does, and that's what I don't like. It's random. No randomness. Add as many $1 coins as possible before adding half a dollar or 25 cents. This is the only thing that I'm worried about, right? But does it even make sense? Yes, it does. For some reason, my entire Google Chrome got refreshed. But we are live and good, I think. One more time, does it make sense? So this basically tries to find a random point and tries to add it to the remained amount minus that random thing if it's bigger. Okay, got it. So how this works is it has an amount, right? So 250 cents, $2.50. It chooses a random coin and sees if the remained amount is less than that. If it's not, it'll use that random coin, it deducts the amount. If not, it tries to find another one until it runs out of options, which is here. If the remaining amount is less than the smallest coin value. Okay. So we have to write this function one more time. This is return coin index list for cent amount, right? Takes a cent amount, returns a list of indexes, right? Okay. We just have to write this all over again. Okay. Return coin index list for cent amount. Return random coin index list. Make it return random. And then we can have a public list and return list for cent amount. How would you call a ordered list that is ordered based on the size, right? There must be a word for it, hold on. No, ascending, descending. Let's just say sorted. So return sorted. Again, and cent amount. Okay. Let's cheat, by the way. Let's try to cheat. Let me just feed this into ChatGPT. This returns a random list, meaning it will populate the list with random coins. Write a similar function that tries to fill up the list with the biggest coins possible first. FYI, globals coin values are index 0. 25 cents. Boom, boom, boom. One. Let's see if it can one-shot it. If it can, then it's great. If not, I'll write it. This is the name of the function I want you to write. Let's put it there and make it think a lot so that it gives us a polished version. And you gotta give me a sec to bring some water. Ba-bum. Da-da-da-da-da-da. All right. Ow! I closed the panel. You still got some caffeine left. Let's see what ChatGPT did. Makes sense. Da, 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 da. Okay, we gotta start from the top, right? We need the UI element and go from there. The UI element, connect that to the coin manager, connect that to the coin utilities. Is it coin utilities? Coin utilities, yeah. Wow. Let's actually listen to the original version of We Are the World. I missed that so much. Da, 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 da. Around here. In the main menu here.
There comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one.
Just put a random button there. We'll design it later.
When it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all.
We'll design it later, it doesn't matter, right? Where do I put this? Children, we are the ones to make a brighter day. Da-dum. Doesn't matter how it looks. I'll come back here and fix it. Start coin is such a bad name, but I'm worried about the logic right now, not the naming. After we write something completely and explicitly see how it's doing or what it does, it's a lot easier to name it, right? So this is an essential button that and click. I mean, one thing that it does, obviously, is we really need to find a name for this functionality now, because it's just going everywhere. It's saving our lives. Give me a sec. I'm gonna come up with a good name. It's gonna call it starting coins, right? Starting coin upgrade, or upgrade starting coin. Now we can, how about upgrade index starting coin, or just upgrade starting coin. If it's an integer, it's an index. Add-ins will do the trick. Delta 1. Okay, now it's a little loose and not robust, but I think it's okay. Okay, just so that we can make it a little bit more robust, we can say if runner game manager, right? In not even instance is started. So if it's started, return. So this only happens if game is not started. Okay, coin manager. Yeah, it's better to do it this way. Coin manager instance down here, and say public void starting coin upgrade button clicked. If we add an underscore here, we'll make it easier to read. Starting coin upgrade button click. Yeah, why not? Starting coin upgrade button click. Now I can make this simply subscribe to any changes to this, but in this scenario, it'll make it easier for me to read later. because later if I want to trace, I'm not gonna get to the save files and see where I'm changing this, but rather I'm gonna come to this button and see what happens, right? That's gonna make it easier for me to track in this specific case. So
In my veins, I've felt the mystery of corridors of time, books of history,
yep,
life songs of ages throbbing in my blood, that danced to the rhythm of the tide and flood.
whatever, right?
Do you care? Have you a part in the deepest emotions of my own heart?
We have nothing to do with this. This is just a feature of the function that needs to be implemented. But first recycle all current coins, currently spawned coins. Now, this guy, bool, add coins randomly, false, true. There's so many, not extensions, but like branches and leaves that come out of this. But this in of itself is robust, so it doesn't change the calculation by that much. If you keep this robust, you can later come in here and refactor these, right? So add coins randomly is true by default. Comes in here, simply if add coins randomly, else return sorted coins. Done. Ba-da-ba-bum. And yeah, we need to decouple this, but let's write it for now. Let's write it. Let's keep going. So starting total value. Let's just say it 0 so that we can continue writing the algorithm. False and false. And let's explicitly say what we are setting here. And mirror. Okay. I need a good name for this function. Right now, we are just populate with starting coins. Or, why with? Popular starting coins. Perfect. Gonna change. Now we can move this over here and simply take this and also put it here on transition to level complete, right? And comment this. And this is just so simple, right? Because this is just a no, it's not this, but it's rather for int I 0 smaller than global save game save dot get int up game save upgrade starting coins plus plus. So for each of these, is it 25? If it's 25, you don't even need to do that. Come you know it. Can just simply say globals dot coin values 0. So it's as an example, let's say 10 upgrades, right? So 10 upgrades times 25 cents, that's 250 cents, that's $2.50. Now, that's a plus equal because this is gonna have a $1 starting amount, or rather 100. So it can actually be a 25 cents, right? So you can start with a 25 cents plus this, and then we'll pass it over here. And public const int starting initial starting coin amount 25 cents, and this initial is to indicate float, is to indicate this, right? So meaning that the index of this is 0. You gotta make yourself bigger. So globals initial starting coin amount times whatever upgrade the player has acquired. Handle money deduction plus RV logic plus visuals, right? Gotta remember to do that. See if it works. Let's delete all the saves. Main menu is over. Make sure main menu is over. Tap to start, right? Delete all the saves. So it should start with the 25 cents. That we know, right? Beautiful. We're up to a good start. Let me make sure. Let's be close. Oh. What should happen when we click here? 25 cents, it should turn into a 50 cent. The game shouldn't have started. Wait. Okay, a few things happen. So coin manager, this is randomly false. So therefore, just checking if article randomly, if else, we go down here. Return stored. Okay, so this is probably not working properly. Starting coin upgrade button clicked. Here. Okay, so first let's fix the problem that the game starts. That shouldn't have happened. Yeah, let's go with they don't care about us. So this tap to start thing. It's just a text. Hold on a sec. This game starter. But this is also. This includes the mouse, right? Okay, whatever. Was keyboard input held down this frame and remove the mouse feature, because mouse is handled with, or mouse or touch is handled with tap to start, which is a UI, no, image game starter, which has the pointer down handler interface. Yeah. Why did it create 225 cents? It just means the algorithm is wrong, right? We'll create it from scratch. Also, we don't have it saved here. We'll figure it out. What is happening here? It keeps... So three things are happening. All three are wrong. Oh, the first thing that is wrong is that we never changed this, right? Was input was keyboard input. So that's the first thing. So one problem done, two more to go. Game over, right? Game over. So you're telling me but if Martin Luther was living. Where is it? Okay, you're telling me this. That's what I'm saying. We are never calling remove, so we are never coming here. Plus, I can add that like if the game is a start, remove. But I'm curious. You're somehow okay. Let's see if we've actually solved the first problem. That can't be right. Hold on a sec. Did I make that stupid mistake? Hold on. Yeah, this is button game over panel. This is the retry button. This is not even the... That's so loud. That's loud. That's loud. What's the name of the function? Upgrade something? Starting button start coin. See, now I have an idea on what to name this button, by the way. So we were clicking on the completely wrong thing. So okay. Beautiful. You have this error here, but it works, right? So now if I click one more time, it should add a 25 cents. Nothing is happening. It's okay. It's okay. Let's try to investigate. So this is working at least. Boom. What is this, right? Let's try to fix this. Let's do button start from 13, which is this. Then probably it goes to here. And then from here, here. How? How are we modifying this during the list? I mean, come here and figure it out, right? It's like a billion places, but incomplete is, it has nothing to do with us. Incomplete has nothing to do with us, and then there is this invoke thing. So if what if because yeah, it might be that it tries to go out there and call it one last time, and by that time we've already made a change. So in that case, the delay should solve this. But only if that's the case. I really should have eaten some berenj by now. I'm lacking some carbohydrates for the gym session. Bum, 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 bum. Error went away. I was right. I was right. Delay is here so that if in complete, we are modifying the spawn coin movement list for each doesn't crash. That's not how you write modify. Modifying. That's how you write it. So, supposedly it should add a 25 cents now. There is a little bug here, but okay. Supposedly now it should remove all of them and give me a $1 coin. It didn't remove this, although this is not rotating. Okay, something is off. It doesn't know, for some reason, how to get rid of the coins. Which makes sense, because this recycles coin movements, but not the coin meshes, which are these. Therefore, okay, alright. So all I have to do is to do a little for each on coin meshes in recycled coin. These are not recycled. These are remained. And just because I want to be safe, I'm gonna call this bit a delay. It makes sense. It makes sense because that function is used for transition. I wrote that function so that I decouple coin mesh from coin movement, recycle coin movement, and transition coin meshes to meta. So therefore, I'm not getting rid of the coin meshes now. So that means the code was working properly. Let's delete and start from scratch. But if that's the case, how am I recycling it in meta? These are all, by the way, the result of that 10-day delta or gap that happened between this project and I had to do something else. That's why a lot of data has been lost in my brain. Okay, no worries. First thing first, prefabs, and then there are no game item data. Well, I know that, but my question is, then how am I recycling these coin meshes from deductor? Hold on. I'm gonna fix this, but coin transfer. Oh. I'm treating it like a game item. Got it. Okay, got it. See, that was smart. Where is coin manager here? So instead of recycle, I gotta say recycle coin mesh, right? Yep. I was calling the the recycle function of the game item. So, gotta turn to 50s. Gotta add a 25 cents. Gotta turn both of them into a $1. Gonna add a 25. Gonna turn that 25 into a 50. Gotta add two $1. Or no, it's 1.75, yeah. So now it's gotta turn both of them. Add a 25. Turn that 25 into a 50. Add a 25. That's 10. If I pause and start over again, two $1, a half a dollar, and a 25 cents. Perfect. Keep going. Should turn those two into a $1, add a 25. Done. Beautiful. We did it. Let's commit the changes. Now, there are some cleaning that needs to be done. Some naming fixes and all that before we get into prettying this thing up. You wanna give me some time and give me some time. Okay, first thing first. Let's organize this place. And start from and let's upgrade this. Main menu, visibility on level start, and level spawn. Upgrade button, RV versus coin visuals. Upgrade button, RV versus coin logic. Upgrade button, design. What else? So right now we are cleaning up the mess. Daggone it, baby. That's it for now, right? Yep. Okay. So first thing first, this is not a button start coin. This is a... Are we gonna call it upgrade button starting coins? Or button upgrade? Upgrade button works. It goes against my laws, but I'll feel better if I say upgrade button clicked starting coins. Recycle meshes. This function, even though it works beautifully, I'm trying to think if recycle all coin movement and returns all the meshes, right? Which is needed for transition. But in some cases, we need to recycle. We just need to recycle the coins and the meshes, right? So in that case, I can do this, right? we can say, by the way, this all is redundant. Recycle coin movements and return coin meshes. Well, it looks kind of good actually from a distance, right? Just seeing that all keyword there indicates something. Okay, so we can say void, or rather public void, recycle all coin movements and oh, I said and also typed and, right? Recycle all coin movements and recycle all meshes. Action complete. Now, perfect, right? Just for safety. Probably not needed, but 9 to 5. I made a mess. Wait. Still call delay 1 frame. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. So this is recycle and recycle meshes. This recycles recycle coin movement and returns the mesh, right? So this just simply connects to that. Now, here we don't need to manually do that. All we need to do is this, right? We also don't need this frame delay because it's handled here. Delay is just for safety. Let's see if everything works so far.
How you doing, man?
Just stress testing the code. Works perfectly. Okay, now we are in such a strong position because not only we actually implemented this, we went around and filled up all the gaps that we had left in the throughout the development the past 25 days, right? Most notably, this thing. The fact that now we can add coins, prioritizing on the size of the coins, right? Now, let's clean up. Create a main menu class, basically. Okay, so that's 2 hours. I'm gonna go out there, hit the gym, and we'll be back here in about 2 hours or an hour and a half, because I have to hit the gym, shower, eat, then I'll be back here streaming. And if we are able to finish this today, will be incredibly productive, but I doubt it. Because designing 5 levels is not that easy, so we might just do these and postpone this for tomorrow. Anyways, take care, and I'll be back in about 2 hours.